LALECHELALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. That's what we like to call ourselves and use, all of us, everyone's, and more, are Comingsz for most students. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languages of present histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, we also call ourselves, in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as, including ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies. Divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and all the Elohims, all the Eli circles and always all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and incarnated, past, present, futures, can be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact for heavens on this and all our earths. And therefore, does that in any way suggest we're trying to usurp the ever-loving authority and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we knows and has ever knows and shall ever knows, all our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively for the eyes in it, and all the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And therefore, we also says the lights with we says Mikutuya Oyasin Mikutuya Couszmic we're all related and because we know as I say back and forth sometimes balance our contact, and he also says the lights with an all greets the lights with the use and alls. Cogs on Pax Baba Lachem Shalom Mir Pache Sol Salam Mir Pache Merci, ciao, Shanzavag, Ubuntu, back and forth, tomato, consoles, forth and various, put that right at the beginning, and good day, and sayonara, das vidanya, and Cheerios, and chows, and all the various things and heritages of all the views and heritages, so that we can say also, let's say loves and lives ever young's longest and prospers everyone's on all on this all our planets in contact, and therefore we say so because we know we are creative star stuff, and because we are learning from and applying the lessons of ancient heritages and civilizations, especially the very lengthy Magdalenian era, and then of course Ubuntu's back and forth to mitochondrial before and areas, but especially Atlantis and Pleiades and Hesperides, whatever you call it, Thrace, Ubuntu's back and forth to mitochondrial, Vedic, Druidic, and Moors, and so therefore we also call ourselves other names such as all the nativities, all the lands, all the continents of this earth and beyond, and so we call ourselves women, co-changing women, co-Iroquois, Goddess grandmothers, in fact, co-sister Kazina, co-cousin brothers of clans and gens. We call ourselves co-sky women's, co-earth women's, co-Kachinas, co-Katinas, co-spider women's, Kachinas, co-Katinas. We call ourselves Co-Orishas and Yamayas, Co-Kavki, Co-Amamari, Co-Avashasiras, Co-Kanyans, Buddhas, Co-Zarashans, Co-Messiahs, and Co-Couszmic Chrisztsz, among other names. Now, don't let those names intimidate you in ancient languages. They simply translate to anointed. Anointed to do what? Reconnect kindness and wisdom back and forth in circles, times, and balance and context for divine democracy, heavens, and this and all our earths. And therefore, you can see also that we call ourselves other names, such as co-volunteering new times, co-Cupids, and co-Psyches and Earlses, and of course co-Astralians and co-Eastralians, that is co-Astralians and co-Eastralians, because we are combining the messages of all the hearts of volunteering new times with that of the Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, kindness and wisdom recombined, always connected, in balance, all the Magdalens and Nazarenes, all the apostles' families, the connected into the ancient heritage of Venusians and Marys, reparatively divine feminines and reparatively divine feminines and masculines, equals with the eyes in it, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, of course, of Atlantis, Pleiades, Hesperides, Atlantides, we're going to call that, Thrace, Ubuntu's back and forth to mitochondrial, worth in Arthurians, Vedics, Druidics, and all the various heritages and hues, so that we can call ourselves very real nativities of always reborn nativities and always risen springs, young adults, for parity, peace, cultures, heavens, on this and all earths, and the last shall be first go first. Teams very real Stargate and Star Trek for parity, peace, cultures, heavens, on this and all earths. in contact. Now, it sounds like a daunting task to call currently to open this target, send the Akashic records for reborns and resistance, but actually it's easily accomplished via the numerical rule, which you can read at 50/50, not at WordPress.com, and just execute the little steps for easily accomplished strategies for making awesome thus so. So you also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives. Use, because you use two shells and cans and shells drains us. And becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General COCHRISTSZ. The only issue is, of course, are we ready to take this number? And we say, well, yes, we are. And so you can see our names and pictures there. Can't tell them. We will say there. We start, of course, we have our family trees, and yours too represent our picture families. Start genealogically. First go first with our great and grandmothers, and then all the Shekinahs of our families equally, and then all of our youngest generations. Al-Haz, Elohim, all these circles, and are always females and males, especially important to open these targets in the Akashic records and make the circles. And of course, and gallons, and of course, so you can see some of the names, can't say one will say some of them. We have, you're going to say, Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois, Scottish clan mothers, Iroquois, and we also, of course, we have more recently Barbara Herschel, Lydia Cassandra, and Virginia, the Newtons. And of course, we have our collective supplements. We have our Mother Rosemary and Pearl, especially Ma Patricia, Sunflowers, and Equals, Martha, Myrtles, and Sophies, and Allers, and Elmer, Siggy, Crickets, and Loyalies, and especially, we equally have our Abundance families, our Belindas and Amazing Graces, and Josephines, and Lauren, Galas, and Doggies, and lots more there. We have our Lights families, we have Bonnies and Sylvies, lots more there. We have our Malcolms and Shirleys. We have, of course, our Esslers and Inslers. We have our Hannahs and Allens, lots more there. We have Nurse and Dad to our parents in our hearts. We have our reintertwining, Victoria and Mariana, Australia, Liberty and Australia, especially, especially the Radiant Radiant, and traveling back from the service line, Claire to Claire, Jubilant Drexler, Precious Center, Patrice and Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Papa, Grandma all the gracious Charter, Grandma Dorothy, teaching learners, all the lessons, and the Wizard of Oz, and all the odds, and we have Malcolm Shirley, we say that, and of course we have our Barbaras and lots more of the Heavilies and Hobblies, shells, cans and shells, yins and yins and downs, and of course we have our current generations of females, our Astros and Rachels and Anna Marie's and Julie Anna Marie's equal years, our Barbas and Diaz Divines and Jenny's lots more. Then, of course, we have our youngest generations. We have our Abel's Arithans, Rose Arithans, our Centuries, all of it's going to eat us. The station goes, yes, so don't forget to we have Halal and Hadas. We have, of course, Hashbreath and Halals, and we have our Lighting Leaves, and we have, especially Vanessa Soya, our hands with us. So equally used, we have, Hadas from Gunnar, Leon, Ross, Ben, Shane, John's, Blessed Bows, and Mars are coming to raise, always wondering new times, always, Solarians, always Aries, Journeys, always relatedly students, Party, non-patriarchy, past, present, futures, ever ye's blessings.